Right, Matt, first question from the fans. What's the most memorable moment of your career so far?
There is a couple, to be honest, but it's got to be 2009 playoff final when we played Millwall. We won 3-2, and the way we come back, from being 2-1 down to win 3-2, it was a great occasion, and obviously, to top it off, I scored the first goal and the second goal for us. So, it was a fantastic day for all the supporters and myself involved, and there's not many that can top that, to be honest.
Yeah, because you've been to Wembley that season already and you lost,
yeah,
so to go back and win the one you really wanted to win was
No, exactly. Yeah, been there 3 times, and that's the third time. Lucky, as we say, because the first time was the Youth Cup Alliance, and we played West Brom, lost on penalties, and then obviously, like you said, St Johnstone, the paint trophy, lost to Luton 3-2, and then on the third we beat Millwall. So. That was nice, really.
Yeah. Okay. What's been the lowest point of your career so far?
Probably to have the one relegation on my CV. The first time we got to the Championship, the squad we had wasn't quite strong enough, and we did falter from Christmas onwards, and we did get relegated that season. So it wasn't very nice, and the mood in the camp, and it was just very disappointing. But luckily, the year after, we went straight back up through the playoffs and stayed up again in the Championship. So that was nice.
Yeah, it was an amazing achievement for Scunthorpe to get to the Championship.
Yeah.
Probably one of the smallest clubs ever to get up there.
Yeah, looking back now, I don't know how we did it and how we got there and stayed there. But they were the great years at Scunthorpe United, and they're really should be an example for all the little clubs. Anyone can get into the Championship if you have. Just a good run of form really in that League One, but it's getting tough now.
Yeah. Okay. What's the best goal you've ever scored?
The one that sticks in my head is for Brighton a couple of years ago when we played Southampton. We beat them 3-0, and I did score from a good 30-35 yards into the top corner, which was nice, and it was against my former manager Nigel Atkins and Andy Cosby, so just because it was against them and against Southampton, Brighton Southampton, a bit of rivalry, but it was a good strike, and as soon as I let rip, it nestled in the top corner, so that was right up there, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the toughest opponent you've faced in your career, would you say?
Well, the one I always used to come up against was Charlie Adam when he was at Blackpool, and a few other clubs. He was always tough because he had a great left foot on him. He always managed to get a shot off, and he did have great ability. But he was one to always watch out for, and I always had tough encounters against him, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Who do you think is the best player in the world in your position?
What, still playing?
Yeah, currently.
That's a very tough one. There's so many, isn't there?
You want to come back to that one?
Yeah, come back to that one, yeah.
Have a bit of a think about it. Which team do you support as a boy?
Arsenal, yeah. Obviously I was born in London, so really the Arsenal tag stuck, and have always been a Gooner really throughout the years, and
Yeah, still are now.
Yeah.
Right. Any particular boyhood heroes?
Yeah, there was Ian Wright when he was put for Arsenal. Obviously, he had a great goal scoring record for the Arsenal, and I was a striker when I was younger, so I was used to try and replicate his goals and his movement and his and his ability, and I just I loved him back in the day.
Yeah. When did you start playing in midfield then? What age were you when you stopped playing up front?
I think when I turned 18, 19, obviously I dropped back a position because obviously we had strikers back then who was a lot quicker, and but it's a different level when you get to 18, 19 as well.
Yeah.
So obviously at the schoolboy and under 15, 16 is a little bit easier, but the older you get, the harder it gets.
Yeah. Okay. Probably know the answer to this one, but what's the best stadium you've played at?
Apart from Wembley, I'd say Old Trafford. That was up there just to play there. Theatre of Dreams. It was great just to walk out against Man United. So that's up there.
Yeah. What do you think is the worst stadium you played at in your professional career?
The worst, blimey. No, it's bloody hell. Trying to think.
No grounds that you sort of always think.
Nah, not really. Nah, not that top of my head. Like you know,
Okay.
I don't want to.
Don't want to criticise that.
Yeah, I don't want to criticise. Yeah.
Who do you think's the worst dressed player? You know, you've been here for a little while now.
Oh.
Worst dressed player at Cheltenham Town.
Worst dressed. I don't know, but I'd seen Craig wear some hideous gear the other day. Like I thought it was Michael Jackson at one point, but some leather pants he had on. But I don't know really. I haven't really had a proper look at the people's gear. A lot of people, eat with a kit on and that lot, and then get changed after. So.
But Brian Barrett's definitely contender, isn't he? Who's the liveliest player in the squad? Who's the biggest joker, do you think, at Cheltenham since you've been here?
Biggest joker. I don't know. I get on with Matt Richards. He's he's similar to me really. He's always laughing and joking. But there's a couple of the young lads as well. You got Joe Hanks and Wes Burns and people like that are always joking about, and because of age, they're a bit giddy out there and that lot. But so I even have to laugh at some of the stuff that they come out with.
Okay. Where do you think Cheltenham will finish this season?
Above relegation. Yeah. Anywhere, I don't care if it's like on goal difference. Just do not get relegated. I definitely think we'll stay up, but it's be one of tough 10 games now.
Yeah. Okay. If you weren't a footballer, what do you think you might be doing now as a career?
I've always been asked that question. You know what? I haven't got a clue what I'd be doing now. God knows.
Always just football? Is it always
yeah,
just
yeah,
football?
Really. I've never ever thought about anything else really.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favourite kind of food?
Food, I love Italian. I like Zizzi's, Prezzo. Don't get me wrong, I like the old Chinese as well. Chicken, pasta, spaghetti bolognese. I like all the pasta dishes. Yeah. I like my meats as well.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your favourite band or artist at the moment?
I ain't really been a big fan of music. I listen to all sorts, and I couldn't really pinpoint any band that I really like. I don't know, to be honest about that. Yeah,
just
anyone.
Like a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. What would be your dream car if you could have any car?
Dream car. Probably. I don't know. It's got to be a Ferrari or Lamborghini, really. Yeah, there's so many nice cars at the moment, but I won't be picky. But if I could have one now, I'd have a Maserati. Yeah.
Okay. What's your nickname and why? Because I think Grant McCann revealed it on Twitter. Spadge. Is that what you've always been known as? Or?
Well, yeah. It just stuck one day when I can't remember which new coach come in years ago. It was at Scunthorpe, and at first it was Spoggy, and I was like, no, I'm not having that. So I said, okay, Spadge. So that's just stuck, and everyone's like, caught onto it, and it's easier than saying Matty or Sparrow. Just call me Spadge. Yeah. I don't know why it's just stuck, and it's a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a funny thing about it. Yeah. But so it's just stuck really down the years, and then even my mates at home call me it now as well. So.
Right. Okay. What were your first impressions when you first turned up for Cheltenham? Your first day of training at Cheltenham?
Yeah. To be honest, I looked at the training ground and I thought, this is, a very good setup, and I like a nice area. Obviously, the first game against Tranmere, the fans are terrific, and they've been great since then. It's just a very tight knit unit as well. The gaffer made me feel at home straight away. The staff are tremendous as well. I don't think there's no bad eggs here, and I think there's good camaraderie in the camp. Yeah. So so far it's been great.
Okay. Who's your dream date?
Yeah. What's the name out of the focus? She's in Wolf Wall Street.
Margot Robbie, that is.
Margaret Robbie.
Is it? Where's he come from? Yeah, definitely. I've seen her twice now, and I think she's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. Tea or coffee? What do you prefer?
Tea. Hate coffee.
Okay. Here's one from the fan. Is Sparrow an appropriate name, or is there some other bird or animal that would better suit you?
Nah, it's appropriate. I can't stray from the Sparrow, can I? Yeah.
You're living in the town, aren't you? What are your impressions of Cheltenham as a place?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's a nice, it's a nice town. The people seem friendly. Yeah, I like it. It's as I expected, really. It's got a bit of everything, to be honest.
Yeah. Final question, Matt. Can you see yourself being here next season?
Who knows? God knows. You know, you don't know what's around the corner. You know, depends what Gaffer's ideas and thoughts are. You know, the chairman's especially what's their aims for next season. So, we just might even have to sit down and have a chat. But there's a long way to go. Let's just keep Cheltenham up for now, and then discuss anything come May.
Okay. Cheers, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.